it. So the River State government must hit hard on these people. I must say that while Honorable Victor Jumbo is recommending in a concrete cover, he has come up with a suggestion. I can't fault him, but then that steel cover, for me, appears to be the best. What the government should do is to increase surveillance in these areas. Surveillance might not necessarily mean human surveillance. I still wonder why some of these public facilities don't have a CCTV camera. And some of these cameras can be hidden somewhere unknown to these hoodlums. And it will just be an easy thing, to get them caught. With the camera, you can easily identify the faces of those people. Because from what we understand, they are telling us unidentified people. Unidentified because nobody has been caught and taken to court. So if the cameras are there, it will easily identify the faces of these hoodlums, and it will be easier thing for government to declare them wanted. They will be arrested. But unfortunately, in this climate, certain things are still not taken seriously. So it's a good thing from the River State House of Assembly to break down on the neck of these criminals, so that these guys will equally know that the people are not happy for the defacement of public handbars, so that our public goods, our roads, infrastructures will be intact for us.
River State House of Assemblies are actually doing a good thing, of course, but it's quite unfortunate how the government try to put things for the use of people, like you said, and there are those they to scatter. I mean, just yesterday when I passed my one axis, I was like, what is this? They fly over all those irons they have pulled all of them off, and there are people buying this thing. So again, I mean, looking at putting out CCTV cameras there, because when they will be putting this, people will be there. There will be one or two person that will definitely notice this. I don't know how that will be mounted in a way that people won't see, because if they can go for this manhole.
Some of these boys on the street is a form of employment also. It should be a running contract that every month something should be paid to the owner of this contract, who will recruit these boys, for which he pays them. Now they will be dispersed in different locations to monitor some of these things. That is on one part, but I still do not completely agree that the camera will not work. Sometimes mounting this camera, you will not do it in the open, where people will just notice that there is a camera there. Again, if you still do it and people know that there's camera there, it will, forestall these people from going further. It's like a deterrent. If they know that the camera is watching them, by the time you go there to go destroy the camera, he's already watching you. Who covers and those who are coming to deface the flyovers and the roads and all of that. It will also help you to track some of these criminal activities, aside these ones. Because people should be somewhere monitoring it on 24 hours basis. Sometimes it will help to forestall. It's like a proactive measure put in place to forestall some of these criminal activities that will take place. So I suggest, that's my own opinion now, is because of power issue. Power issue, because these cameras require power, to function. Maybe if there are cameras that can function with the solar or something, whatever, they should look at, the experts should come and give them the best possible advice.
Let's also look at this theft, especially when it comes to these metallic infrastructures. I think about 2 weeks ago, the governor of Borno State outrightly prohibited metal scavenging. Now, he said he went to a dump site and realized that some of the things that were dumped there were part of government infrastructures. And so government cannot be spending money for development, and at the end of the day, some metal scavengers are destroying them in the name of metal scavenging. Do you think that if we come up with that policy, if the National Assembly thinks of it in that light, let's put an end to metal scavenging. Now, those who buy these metals know that if we are going to buy from you, we are buying from the original owner. We are not going to buy from a scavenger, because there's a prohibition on all of this. You think it's going to help us?
No, I don't think it will help us. My reason is simple. It's like you trying to cure an ailment in the course of, or like trying to cut your nose to spite your face. That metal scavenging is a business of its own, a legitimate business, a business concern that people are feeding from. You want to scrap it simply because some criminals, some hoodlums, are taking advantage of that to, take government exist. Once you get those people, you take them there. Maybe while there they will learn a trade. Or they will learn a skill rather.
Well, kudos to the River State House of Assembly, and we hope that this move will be carried on to the letter, and of course we'll definitely expect some very positive results from it. Let's go straight to our next issue on the nationwide protest. The Nigerian Labour Congress has embarked on its nationwide protest. Reports reaching us has it that the NLC has destroyed the first gate and entrance to the National Assembly complex, allowing them access into the National Assembly complex in Abuja. You recall that a two-day meeting between the federal government and wide protest against the removal of fuel subsidy. Similarly, workers in Rivers State has joined their counterparts across Nigeria to protest the fuel subsidy removal by President Bola Tinubu. This is coming after the president of Nigeria Labour Congress, Joe Ajaero, convened with labor leaders in Abuja, where workers gathered to hit the streets. It said there are some hindrances in the commencement of the protest in some states, adding that workers announced a nationwide protest on August 2nd to demand a reversal of fuel price increments and other policies by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. Also, oil workers under the aegis of the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association began an indefinite strike on Tuesday, citing inhuman treatment by the management of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, an agency of the federal government. So it's more like an era of protests, an era of strikes. Well, I don't know how we are going. Let's just go on a very short break and we will be right back.